Dear Pastor Kent, you'll never read this. Or maybe you will. I'm going to be honest. I chose you first because I knew it would be the easiest one. This letter is mostly a thank you. You called me out once. Or maybe it was twice, but that one, I couldn't forget. Denial. That's the reality of it. I was in complete denial when you said I was mean to my husband. I would call it ignorance or blindness, but deep down, I knew I hadn't treated him the way I should have. My words were cutting. And when you said that, my mind screamed that it wasn't true. And I was embarrassed. Everyone knew we were the perfect couple. And I was the perfect wife. Right? Ha. Not you. You had access to more spiritual realms than I think people even knew about you. Now I see that. Miss Penny came later to tell me, or try to help me understand, that sometimes what you're talking about hasn't happened yet. We stopped attending your church not long after that. I'm sorry for rejecting what you said, as you tried to help guide me. I'm sorry for not wanting to face myself. I really wish we hadn't stopped coming around. Those were some of the best times of my life. I was in awe of your way of teaching and gave my full attention to your sermons. Not because it was church and you were supposed to be quiet and listen even if you're bored. No. Some of the most profound messages and stories anyone could ever receive were delivered up there by you, in that old building next to Jack's Hamburgers. Had to mention that, considering since we were family, lunch was had together after church. There were Los Amigos. One thing that fascinated me was the wealth of experiences that you had to share. It's crazy to think about because I truly don't know if anyone was aware of the spiritual authority I believe you had. But you mentioned being humble without fail. Maintained it. So humble. There's no telling how many stories or how much knowledge you kept secret. I wonder what your childhood was like. You mentioned a few times that my ex-husband reminded you of your father. Thank you for the gift of sharing with us. Thank you for being a beautiful example of a modern-day Jesus, and for teaching truth. You were the first person I thought to contact when I needed help with anything related to spiritual matters. And you were the only one I knew to contact when it came to my papa's memorial. I'm sorry I wasn't completely prepared. Thank you for doing that, even though you didn't know him. You welcomed us into your home. Anyone was welcome where you were. You've inspired me. Maybe one of the reasons we crossed paths is not only for the incident involving not facing myself in this letter, but so that I could learn from you how to teach with compassion, using your own wisdom, be humble, understanding, how to flow with the Spirit of God, even when it comes to time, etc. Thank you for inspiring me, Pastor Kent, as you are the best and most respectable spiritual teacher I've known in this lifetime. I know you've touched many, many people's hearts, but here's my part. And I wish I could actually give this to you. Love you, little sis.